On this lesson, I want to talk about two things, two tools that you have to consider, that you have to know inside of Illustrator if you are a UI designer. So the first one is about typography and the type tools that you have inside of Illustrator. How can you manage different characters, different style, and giving your text styles and different other tools that you have in Illustrator. So for example, if I create text in here, maybe click the button to start and make it a little bit larger and put it in here. So I've created this text, and in here in type we have a lots of settings for our text. For example, if I select my text, in here I can also change the font, and also I can change it from here from type. You can see a lot of fonts that you have on your computer in here, and you can select each one of them that you want, bold with different styles, and in here also you can see all of them. And the other things about fonts, that you can add fonts from Typekit. What is Typekit? Typekit is a service from Adobe company, that a library that have a huge library that have a lots of fonts. It's a kind of fonts library, online fonts library, that you can connect Typekit with Illustrator from here, and you can add the fonts that you want to have inside of Illustrator. You can add it from Typekit in here. So in here you can use different style for your text, and also size of your font, and also paragraph, and these other stuff. So let's talk about this type setting that we have. Okay, the first one is the add font from Typekit, and the recent fonts that we use it inside of the project. It's very useful. And also glyphs, that we have different signs we can add from here with different fonts, and for example $sign and other stuff. You can change the case of the text, for example uppercase, all uppercase, and lowercase or title case, and these stuff. And also you can create an outline from your text like this. Now you have the exact same text but in outline mode. You can change the text, you can change what you have typed in here. So it is very useful while you create your own style of typography in a UI design project. Okay, and the other things that we have is the orientation of the type, or horizontal and vertical. For example, if I choose vertical, you have seen that you can see that it's changed to vertical, and we can change it back to horizontal. We have a lot of other things in here, but they're important if you are an Illustrator user. For example, it's other tool is find font, that you can find the fonts that if you don't know the fonts that you're using on your project. It's all listed in here with different names and different other stuff in the documents. Okay, these are all other parameters. They're all very powerful and very useful. But for a UI designer, for people who are specifically working on as a UI designer, these parameters that I've told you. But for people who are working as a UI designer and using Illustrator for UI design, these parameters are enough, I think. So the other things that I want to talk about is the color, because in UI design, color is very, very important. It's transferring emotions to user, to people who are seeing your apps or seeing your website. It's very helpful. It's very, very okay. We can have different sets of color swatches in here. For example, we have swatches. We can create new swatch in here by changing the name, maybe dark red, and change it in here. And color type, process color, or spot color, I think process color, and it's added to my library, this library. You can change the different libraries in here, but click OK. You see your swatch and the specific color is appearing here. You can build, you can create other swatches and save it in here and apply to your shapes. And also we have different swatch library in here built in, and also you can create your own. For example, it's your swatch and you can save swatch desktop, and you can load it back in here like symbols. And also we have a color guide in here. For example, you select this color or maybe this color. You see different types of that color with different tints and shades with different tones in here. For example, this is a dark, maybe a dark red. You see with different tints in here. It's brightening up and up to white. So it's also very useful. You can change your color harmony and color matching in here. For example, this compound, you see different types, and also you can load it up the swatch, maybe metal. Wait a moment, you see other color, and it's very useful. You have your color eyedropping, that you can eyedrop any color in here. And see the hexadecimal code in here. You can copy that. And also you have color themes that you can add it from Adobe website. If you have an Adobe ID, you can connect your Adobe ID with color themes, and you can apply different themes on your project. So that's a short intro, that's a short review to these tools inside of Illustrator. They have lots of other things that you have to familiarize yourself if you want to be a professional Illustrator user. And in this lesson, I just review it very short, very quickly. For people who are designing UI, I think these are enough.